truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
What's up, YouTube? Hit the like button. Let's get to it. Well, today, the married men are on trial. They're on trial. Because if love is blinding, we can all agree with that. Then how can married men come on these panels or come and talk to us about anything? Because they're blinded, right? Meaning they're not going to recognize, even though they recognize behaviors that they sin, because then they can't go against the program. They can't go against their house. So they kind of have to lie, right? They have to definitely, they can't say anything to us about their gender war because they're married to a woman. So because they're in love with her, in love with this woman, they're blinded by love. So they can't make a proper evaluation. They can't make the proper assessment because all they can do is project. And this is why I don't think that they should be included in these type of conversations. I mean, their opinions, they can be included, but you just got to ignore it, right? You got to ignore it. If you come and say, oh, yeah, this is what y'all do, step A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but that's what you did to get your wife. That step don't work on every woman. But once again, because you're blinded by love, you can't give the best advice available. You can't. And that's why I don't think they should be up here talking that shit. They're actually a part of the sisterhood, right? They have to represent the sisterhood or protect it. Because most likely their wife are feminists or have feminist ideas. Most likely. I'm sure that just because they're married, they don't think they're not exercising their, femininity and their power of equality, all those things they fought for. So what do the husbands have to do? They have to cape. There's no option. They're not going to, most of these guys in 10, 15, even 20 years married, they're not going to throw it all away to say that, the real truth of, yeah, my wife act like this, the rest of these chicks out here. They're not going to tell us that. Because then we'd be like, well, why'd you with her? Right? Why'd you stay with her? Right? Then he can't answer that. So he has to go, the married men have to go on the side of the women. So basically they are damaged goods. Married men are damaged goods. Right? It's like being in the war but you're married to the enemy. We got to get rid of you. We got to get you up out of here because you're going to be biased and you can't serve two masters, right? You're going to love one, hate the other, cling to one and despise the other. So, these married men, in my opinion, since they're happy in their marriage purgatory, and leave us out here who are single or are dating, leave us alone and let us fight our own battles, right? Let us do what we do. Because I know if I was married, I definitely wouldn't be in this fight. But once again, right, married men need to stay out of this because they're blinded by love. Baby honey bunches of love, honey schnickums, dude. And I know they happy wife and happy life, and even though they're trying to deny it, but they don't need to be on here. Married men do not need to be on here because they have nothing for us to help us be better. They have nothing for us to make this dating place better. So much has evolved since they've been married that they're blinded. They're blinded by love. So there's no need for them. You guys are damaged goods. You guys are no good to this war. Can't trust anything you say. This is why Brownsville, Sharon Bracey, all these dudes, they're pro-woman. Because they're pro-married, right? They're married. We have to really think about this. If I'm married, that means I kind of am on the women's side. Or how would I be talking against women and I'm married to one? So it's a catch-22. Because feelings and stuff, they get involved. So it clouds the judgment. So yeah, married women should not, I repeat, married men should not be involved, period. This is not their fight. This is not their, this is not their problem. They are married. They're happily married, so to speak. I mean, I would assume they are. Unless they're going to come on here and keep it real, which they're not, then I can see some value. But they're not keeping it real. Because they're blinded by love. They're in love with the enemy. And this is why we as men have to understand when we're having these conversations with these women on these panels, a lot of men are trying to get to solutions. A lot of men are trying to get, shit straight with the inconsistency in this dating market. But here comes the married men. Condescending, talking down on the single man. Well, I'm married. Look at me. Trying to flex. That's not a solution, brother. That's not a solution. I'm being honest with you. It's all about being a solution. And if you're married, cool. We're not going to say nothing about you. We're not here going after married men. We're not here to come after, hey, we're looking for married men. No, we're here to discuss our problems, our root problems between the male and female in the dating market. And why we can't work shit out. And why are we so disconnected? This is not a married man's fight. This is not his fight because he's not in the dating market. He's not out here. And anything he says to us is damaging. Married men are damaged goods. I'm sorry to say it. We don't need your advice. We don't need to hear about your marriage. Because women that we're dealing with are not your wife. And we don't want your wife. So married men cannot be on here, and it's not fair for them to come on here and project, and project their opinions and act like as if they're really out here in the streets. They're not in the streets. Right? And they want to pretend or talk as if, they are involved with this modern dating cycle. Because they got a few friends and I have some friends. Ain't nothing unless you out here. There's nothing. If you're not out here in these streets, you cannot relate, homie. I fuck with the man. I fuck with my homies. But y'all ain't out here. Y'all come here talk all this shit, then go online and acquiesce to your wife and make sure she's straight. That's the only thing a married man needs to do. Just make sure his house is in order. That's it. He don't need to be out here and talking to us like he in these streets. And sometimes it kind of question like, why are you? Damn, you online an awful lot to be married. What's going on? Y'all good? You good? I thought you online much as me. You much as me. You online much as me, and I'm a little question like, why is he online, and then he want to argue with me about the world that he's not involved in? Respectfully, OG, respectfully. You're not in the streets like me, so I can't really respect what you're saying. I can't really respect it because it's not to be expected. I can understand what you're saying, but dude, does not apply. Married men giving advice do not apply to women and men in 2026. And all they want to do is talk bad about everybody. Oh, I'm winning. Okay, nigga, take your trophy and leave, nigga. Kick rocks. Let me stay down here boxing, nigga. My fight game's good. You just go worry about your wife and protect your house. Because what married men understand, the house is always under attack. And I don't think they know this. Nobody is safe in this world. If you're married or not, your girl ain't safe. So, nigga, you need to stay offline, worried about this date market out here, and focus on your foundation at your home. Because ain't no home safe. So you need to step your security up. You need to step your game up with your wife. Right? But you want to be online, you want to be talking about what we out here doing? No. You need to focus on your present situation You've been married for this long. You got kids. A lot of them raise their kids. A lot of them are married, and I don't know if successfully married, but they're still doing it. So I don't see no value. I see no value in them coming and tell me that they're successfully married. Because number one, I'm not like them. And the woman that I'm dealing with ain't like his wife. And even if let's just say they are like his wife, who's to know? If I met his wife, I wouldn't get along with her. That woman may be malleable to you. You know, you got very lucky to find a woman that's malleable with you, that she's with you and she's going through the tribulations, the trials, building and all this stuff, right? And that's where you need to focus. Facts, Ignorant TV. When you're married, you are happy. Facts. But married men need to stay out act like they in these streets. Married men got a home. They got a wife. Why are they continue? And some of these niggas married 2 or 3 times, right? Some of the niggas, that marriage like practicing them. You can't do both. You can't do both. These married men act like they in these streets. And they're not in these streets, nigga. You have to stay focused on your fortress, on your home, because the devil will always attack you in your way. And they act like their marriage is perfect. And that's the only problem I have with them. Well, there's more than one problem. But the one thing when you talk to them, they always act like there's nothing wrong with my marriage. Everything is good with their marriage. But then when you ask them, so everything's good? Forever? Oh no, we had a hard time. We were some times. Okay then, nigga. Facts, ignorant. But they just want to look good. They want to see what these niggas be doing. These married men be doing. They be trying to shame and flex on the nigga. And that is not healthy for the dating market. That does not help us as men. We don't look up at you and say, oh man, he did it. Because we out here in a struggle for real. We out here dealing with these women, the modern women. And let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. They're never going to tell us the truth. Because nobody likes to look like a loser. They're not going to come tell us on the line, yeah, I happy wife and happy life. There's a few of them that do it. But they're not going to come online and be honest with us. They say, oh, my life's an open book. They're not telling us everything that go on day to day. And you know what? We really don't care. We don't really care. We want to hear about a married man's life. Sorry. We don't give a fuck. I'll fuck with you, homie, but I don't care what you do with your wife. You know? But you trying to come and shun on me and stun on me, nigga? I don't believe you. Oh, yeah, Either Man got it bad. He got it bad. But Either Man, I don't know why he come online. He's got a Asian woman who cooks for him. He got kids. He got a whole home. Wait, what's up, King Spix? Either Man got a whole house over there with a family in it. Why is he online worried about what us niggas in the streets doing? We in these streets. Listen, let me make this context. Let me make a clarification here. I have no problem, absolutely no problem with a man being married to the woman he loves. I absolutely have no ill will to that. I actually have no judgment of that. If that's what makes you happy, if that would float your boat, nigga, sail. I have no problem. I don't want to, your business is your business. And I will never speak on negative men who are in marriages, other than when they come on here talking that shit. Then I start examining them. Okay, nigga. Now I'm going to have to make some speculations and some assumptions so you can slow down a little bit. But we are happy and we champion and we give niggas flowers who are married, because your happiness is your happiness. And if that what makes you happy, we cool with it, homie. But we don't need you coming on these panels telling us what to motherfucking do. Because every woman ain't your wife, nigga. Every man ain't like you either. And we don't want to be like you. We don't look up to you, nigga. You cool. Some niggas don't want to be like Mike. Some niggas want to be like Ike. See what I'm saying? Some dudes like being single. Some dudes like chasing women. Some dudes like their lives presently constructed. But for married men to come on here and be acting like they're perfect and they're better than everyone else, condescending, does these conversations disservice. They do these conversations a disservice. Because all we gotta do is have the conversation with the women and other men, obviously. We try to have a conversation, try to hammer shit out, and then here you come. You've been married 20, 15 years, and look at me. Nigga, please. And I hate to say it. But you need to worry about your hoe. Yeah. You need to worry about your hoe. You married your hoe. You made her your in-house hoe. That's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah, Sharon and Eda Man are both house husbands too. Which, once again, I have no problem with that. But I don't think they should be in these conversations. Why? Because love is blinded. They in love with these women, obviously. This their world. So they do these conversations a disservice. When we have the conversation about marriage, or why people ain't marrying, or why marriage doesn't benefit men, a married man can't help us, because he's always going to say it benefits men because he's married. Duh, stupid. Duh, we know that. You can't say it doesn't benefit a man, because then we're looking at you. Then we would examine your ass like, okay, so you have to say it benefits. So your opinion doesn't fucking count. Because we out here, we single, and we trying to mingle. And in this single mingle dating market, we come on these panels to converse and conversate about the things or the information, and we try to discern what information is best. Now, I do have a problem with, married men trying to project instead of protect, right? Married men are always constantly trying to project their life on everybody else. You need to make sure she has two parents. You need to make this. You should have made that formula, nigga, work for you. That formula worked for your wife. But that shit doesn't imply, and we can't imply to these other women out here. And once again, enjoy your cake, nigga, and eat it too. But don't come telling me what I'm doing wrong. Don't come telling me the nuclear family is the only way to build a community. Don't come tell, I don't want to hear that shit. You, a married man, they always dismiss the 800,000 divorces. And they say, well, you didn't pick right. You didn't choose right. Because that's what love does, nigga. It blinds you. Love is blinding. Love, that shit you talking is your antidote in your little marriage purgatory that you're in. That's you. But that doesn't apply to the average person out here trying to date or in a relationship, trying to figure shit out. If anything, you hurt us. We don't even like you. We like you less when you start talking. Oh, look at my results. Look at my results. Nigga, I can get married in an hour, nigga. I can get married in an hour. But I'm not going to do it. You know, I'm not going to do it. Because I don't think marriage is beneficial for me. But to the men who are married, hey, do you. But don't come on here projecting to us and calling us and putting us in a box like we don't know what the fuck we're doing. And taking accountability away from the women. Because if she's being a 304, she's doing it solely because this is what her heart desires. Oh, well, don't spend money. What the fuck are we talking about here? Just all these weird ass advice that don't imply, even though they bought their wife. They bought their wife. And they're still paying for their wife, which is cool. Which is cool. But your wife ain't never going to be my wife. Your life ain't never going to be my life. And that's the way it is. And then all of them dismiss this 500,000, 600,000, 800,000 divorces every year. All of them just because love is blinding. They're blinded by the love they have for this woman that they see all women in this motherfucking capsule. And when the shit goes wrong, it's your fault, nigga. It's your fault. What the fuck you mean it's my fault? That bitch cheated with her work husband. I don't care. It was something you weren't doing. What? What? They always want to go to the defense of the women. They always want to take the side of the women. And understandably, because they're married. They are part of the sisterhood. They're part of the sisterhood. Let me tell you the crew. Let me tell you the crew. It's the sisterhood, the gay men, and the married men. The simps and the betas. That's the whole motherfucking crew right there. That's the whole motherfucking crew. Right? Because the married men are between the simps and betas. The married man, most of them are simps or beta. Because, in my estimated opinion, I don't think that you can have a marriage, a successful marriage, without happy wife in it, happy life in it. I just don't believe it. And until married men come on these panels and start telling the truth, and let the truth set them free, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe you're masculine and barking orders like the commander-in-chief, nigga. I don't believe it. You married men, I ain't let you talk about, baby, take out the trash. I ain't even got you saying that. I ain't got you saying, baby, I need you lower your voice. I ain't even got you saying that. You know what I got the married man doing? Checking out honey bunches of love, sugar smacks, honey bumpy comes, chocolate wonders of love, my sugar smacks. If you got time and if your back ain't hurting, can you take out the trash? Please. That's what I got to doing. That's what I got to doing. I ain't got them running a camp like a motherfucking sergeant, nigga. But they always want to come on here and talk about leadership. You niggas are poor leaders. You niggas need to lead. Are you the leader, nigga? Can you make the call? Can you make the sole decision the way you want to make it? Can you bark orders, nigga, like a general? I ain't got it happening, homies. So once again, I'm not here trying to put down the way a married man lives his life. But don't come on these panels. Don't come in life telling me how to be a leader and nigga, and you a follower in your own prison. Because marriage is an institution that favors the women heavily. Heavily. And these guys fell in love with these women and they took the motherfucking bait. They took the bait. Now, once again, I'm not going to say they're not a man. I'm not going to speak negative on their situation. I'm not going to sit here and be like, y'all ain't shit. I ain't going to do that. Y'all ain't leaders this. But what I am saying is when y'all pull up and talk like that, y'all shit, like y'all running the show, like y'all this motherfucking drill sergeants in your home, stop the cap. Y'all ain't running shit in there. Y'all ain't running shit in there. Y'all in love, nigga. And she got you by the balls, nigga. She tone police you. She tone police the hell out of you. You can't even, you got to be careful how you bring your grievances. Matter of fact, some of them just got to keep that shit to yourself. Facts, Ignorant. Thank you, Ignorant. My boy, Ignorant, boy. Thank you, Ignorant. You cooking, Ignorant. It's duty. You're right. Like I said, I have no problem with that. But what the problem I have is when they come on these panels and talk condescendingly about niggas ain't leaders and da-da-da, I've been married this many years and da-da-da. Well, nigga, I know. Nigga, I know. Your shit ain't like you say it is. Because I ain't seen one nigga come on a panel with his wife and check them and say, who the motherfucking boss? That's the only way I believe it. That's the only way I believe it. I want to see the married man come on here with his wife and say, I'm the motherfucking boss. And when I say motherfucking go, I want a married man to come on, take it, bring his wife up here. She on one side of the panel, he on the other side. And I'm asking him the question. Who runs the house? And I don't want him to be like, well, we talk things through and, we have these meetings, and we do. No, I want to hear, I'm the motherfucking boss and I run this shit like Thurgood Marshall, nigga. See what I'm saying? That's what I want to hear. That's the only way I will respect a married man's opinion. If the married man could come on here with their wives and say that, ruthless is take a step back. I promise you, all ears open. I don't want to hear no negotiation type shit. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear I'm the motherfucking boss. I make the motherfucking call. And I bark orders. If I say, honey, go get the car keys, right? That's what I want to hear. Can you say that to your wife? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, Sharon is married to a white woman, so he can't speak on black men dating or marrying Keisha because that's a different dynamic. Well, Sharon, we know Sharon's a house husband. So she wears the pants. Right? So he has to support the women. This is why he's such a big supporter of women. Bottom line. She's the breadwinner. But it's all good though. And I'm not telling him to come down off his tree. What I am saying is, I want to see the married man do it. I dare you. I should have a contest. I put some money up. Like $100. I don't know about that, King's Pick. Damn, King's Pick, you kind of King Pick is ruthless, right? He up there digging out all these married women. Oh, really? But I don't know. King Pick is like, which one of my hoes I'm gonna fuck today? I don't know. But these married men need to stay in their happy homes and continue on their motherfucking, we can assume, happy journey. But quit coming on these panels and talking to us like you in these streets, nigga. Eat a Man, Sharon, Brownsville, and a whole lot more. Because really, we don't need y'all. We don't need married men in these spaces. We don't need y'all. Y'all are damaged goods. You guys are part of the sisterhood. My thing is, since Sharon is with a white woman, his wife may respect him a little, but if you talk and act like Sharon with a black woman, you will get walked on. Well, Sharon isn't the boss of his house, so it doesn't matter. As long as the white woman understands, you know, that nigga ain't out here, you know, doing what he ain't supposed to be doing, then fine. You know, she respects that he was not out here fucking these girls. But she don't respect him just because she respects him. She respects him because he serves her. He's there to serve her. And once again, I have no problem with that dynamic. Some men want their women to rule over them. I have no problem with that. I am not against a man and how he runs his house. I'm not here to sit here and try to put him down. He ain't shit. But nigga, don't come on these streets, nigga, talking that shit like you walk that shit, nigga. Because then I will call you out. I will call out your what's good. I will call it out.
Some relationship advice. Tell people to keep the same energy that they give you. My wife is about to stop working soon, and I asked her earlier to make me a cup of coffee, and she said no.
Did you just hear that? Let's do that again. Let's replay that again.
Let me give you some relationship advice. Tell people to keep the same energy that they give you. My wife is about to stop working soon, and I asked her earlier to make me a cup of coffee, and she said no. And I want her to keep that same energy when she gives birth in the next couple of months and she's on bed rest. Also, let's see who's going to support her financially. Let me give you some relationship.
said he asked his wife to make him a cup of coffee. And she said, hell no, nigga. She said no. He said no. She said no.
When a husband and wife marry, they become one. It's not that the wife does everything the husband wants or the husband does everything the wife wants. That's a domineering marriage. Any domineering marriage is a broken, sad marriage. This is not you need to be me or I need to be you. We are now one, and it's not which one, it's a new one. What do you want to do for church? What do you want to do for date night? What do you want to do for kids? Where do you want to live? Let's pray about this and work this out together, because unity is our highest priority. What this means practically, you should have how many beds if you're married? One bed. You should attend how many churches? One church. You should worship how many gods? One God. If you're worshiping God and they're worshiping a demon, I'm just telling you, that's not going to be a happy household. When a husband
These married men got to humble themselves. They got to humble themselves. I want to hear this again.
Let me give you some relationship advice. Tell people to keep the same energy that they give you. My wife is about to stop working soon, and I asked her earlier to make me a cup of coffee, and she said no. And I want her to keep that same energy when she gives birth in the next.
That's why I don't respect the opinions of married men. Since Sharon's wife makes more and runs the house, if Sharon's wife brings in another guy, he has to, no choice was it, no doubt, or kick rocks. Or kick rocks. Women are running the homes. Man asks his wife's pregnant. She's finna stop working. And he said, okay, baby, how you doing? He wakes up in the morning and said, baby, could you make me some coffee? She says, no. 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 Nigga. N-O. Capital N-O. So this is why I don't respect married men. I think they're blinded by love. And they're not always honest about everything that goes on in the house, which I don't want married men to put all their business out there. I'm not asking them to come on these panels and talk about their privacy. No, I'm not. Ruthless is not saying that. What Ruthless is saying is stay the fuck off the panels. We don't need them in this gender war. We don't need them. Because the moment the women pounce on them, they're going to fold like cheap soup. The moment the women turn their energy on them, that nigga tries to stand up for anything manly or manliness, the women are going to pounce, and this nigga's going to fold like a cheap soup. And that's what happened to Sharon. That's what happened to Brownville. They can't stand up with the other man and fight this fight. But that's okay. We don't need y'all. We don't need married men. The only way married men can be valuable, in my opinion, if once again they're totally honest. If they came on these panels and were totally honest and transparent. My bitch run this, and I just acquiesce to her. If that's the only way I listen to them. Well, we know they ain't fit to do that. They just want to, and this is why I'm very against married men on these panels, because they come to shame us. They act like they're better than. They act like, oh, we're condescending. And they want to rebuttal everything that the men have to say about these women out here exhibiting bad behaviors. And it's almost as if they're held by a chain. So I just I don't think, married men should be participating in this gender war at all. And once again, we're not expecting them to. It's not like we're recruiting, married men to come on here. Hey, married men, we should come. No. But at the same time, I don't really want y'all here at all. I mean, we can talk about sports on a sports segment, or you want to talk about religion or something like that. But when it comes to this gender war, stay out the way, nigga. Because all of y'all take the sides of the women. Every last one of them. I think Trigger Mike does a fairly balanced attack. I like Trigger Mike. So he's one of a few married guys I have no problem with. He's one of 100,000, but the rest of them, Ruthless Schwab wife has been in the background on panels, not sure if she's been on camera. I know because she run the show. He got them females, PH Diva. He got, Happy. And the other women on there, she making sure she dick patrolling. Yeah, she dick patrolling. She making sure ain't none of them bitches up there talking to her motherfucking property. She's making sure Sharon's wife, she be in the background and make she listening to make sure she keep that nigga in check. Check yourself, nigga. But the point is, he's not. He can't. His wife watching everything. She watching everything. You better believe she walk around that house. This is why I don't understand why Sharon is even in this. I mean, maybe he wanted to make some money. I don't know. Hit the like button. I don't know if he want to make some money, but he has his wife already. He already has his kids. They're in the house. Why is he on here promoting women? Women don't need him. These bitches don't need him. What we need Sharon for? What good is he? Every time you try to talk, he's going to mute you when the women want to talk. So I don't understand why, if you're happily married, you got your wife, got your kids, why are you on this? Why are you on these panels? If anything, you should start a married man breakfast show. Where married men get together, right, and talk about married things. That's what they do. Sharon just started a married man morning show. But him sit up here in the gender war, smack down the gender war, and taking the side of women is not a good look, nigga. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Live your life, nigga. Live your best life. Live the life you think it takes to need. And Freezy, captivity, facts. Why? That's what he needs to do. That's what they need for a married morning man show. For the married men to go up there and couple, but iron sharpen iron, whatever, you know, that's what they should do. They should do that, nigga. Go up there and have an echo chamber, because that's what it'll be, an echo chamber. Believe us single men alone, nigga. We don't need you. We don't need you, niggas. We're not begging, men. We're not begging for your advice. We don't need you guys' advice. It's not important in this space. It's not. It's not important at all. It doesn't help at all. Niggas don't benefit from it at all when it comes to the gender war. Because all we hear every motherfucking day is she only got you not leaders. If she had the right leadership, this bitch done burnt down 4 houses. And you keep saying all she needs is the right leader. She done fucked 12 niggas on her husband, and the baby ain't even his. And she said it was because of his leadership. There's niggas out here who are married and raising kids that's not even theirs. And they didn't even know. And this happening like motherfucking all the time. Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So men need to focus on their ship and make sure that motherfucker keeps selling. And that's all we asking. That's all we asking. We ain't gonna mess with you. We ain't gonna come try to fight you. Right? Right? So I'll play this video. This is a little bit change the topic. Now I'm gonna change it. Now we're gonna talk to my boy Goldie. We're gonna see my boy Goldie. Goldie's into this conversation with this girl, and she's funny, man. It's just some entertainment. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. But we finna watch my boy Goldie get this work. Right? We finna watch my boy Goldie get this work.
You are responsible for that woman and the family
you in.
I would rather just be really good at swinging on the pole, and
So
you'd
you
be
was
like
good- you-
staring at me like
So you was good at swinging
a
on the pole.
ballerina. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's how I made my money.
And your man had no qualms with you. See,
He didn't. Nobody allowed it. He had no choice. I paid. Like he didn't have no
oh, you
control.
hear that? That's crazy.
He wasn't my
talk.
husband. He was my boyfriend. He's not gonna save my mom if she needs some money, or my little brother. He
So
had
you
his
didn't.
own
So you
family.
didn't really respect him like that.
I respected him 1000%, but he wasn't gonna tell me what I could and
You-
cannot do at that time.
You don't.
Not my husband.
You don't respect a man that you don't let direct you and control what
Now,
you're
if he's
doing.
not my husband, that's not your lane.
So
That's
you-
my dad's lane.
You don't feel like your man is somewhat like a father figure, teaching you, showing you, guiding you,
My
directing
husband.
you. I mean,
Why do
You
do
know-
men get to date and just dictate a woman's world because he's
what is a
'cause he's
husband is
dating
what?
me.
A husband just means we went downtown and wrote something on a piece
No.
of paper. But if he's fulfilling the role and the duty
That's
that a
what
husband does,
is?
yeah. But tell me what a husband is. Then.
A husband goes to your family and asks for permission to take over that responsibility.
Is that
of
right?
woman.
Who does that though?
Every man should do that.
I'm saying, but who does
If you
that?
really
Is that
when
the
you go-
definition of a husband though?
But that's how it starts. And then it goes on. Now you are responsible for that woman and the family you create within that with that woman. Yes or no?
You know,
Yeah. It's
you
not
seem
dating.
like the type of woman. See, I was telling you this earlier. You seem like a problem. Have you always been like this?
Yes.
Yeah. You seem
Yeah.
like a problem. You seem like the dominant one in the relationship. And you seem like the type of woman that only goes for dudes that you can control. Not a dude is going to direct. I don't even feel like you would allow a man to direct you.
I do.
I don't
do let
believe you.
men- I do.
Nothing about you says that you would let a man direct you. I feel like it would be too.
Nigga, ain't no woman let no man direct him. Women, let's get this straight, right? Goldie, I'll fuck with you, Goldie. Like to set up. But Goldie, you're delusional. With that name, Goldie, you ain't You ain't gonna get no woman and marry her or be her man and direct her on how she's gonna live. The women are thinking they're equal. Women are have their full autonomy, and they know this. Even when she said, "Oh, my man ain't gonna tell me what to do because he's not my husband," even if he was your husband, you wouldn't be listening to him. These women ain't listening to nobody. Look at the divorce rate. Because if you try to make her or tame her, she'll just leave you. She can just leave you. Bye. Bye. That's all she got to say.
Too hard for you.
I feel like I am very good at being submissive when I'm put in a submissive state.
What does that mean? Oh, he got to
That
pay
means
everything, huh?
I'm completely
Oh, my
taken care of
goodness.
financially. I'm able to focus on things that are making me better for that person.
So what you're telling me is, if a man doesn't pay for your entire living situation, you're not going
It's
to be
not just
submissive.
living.
Oh,
It's
well,
more than
that's
just-
a part of it.
yeah,
I'm just
that's
saying,
just one
if he
part.
doesn't take care of you financially, then you can't be submissive to that man.
Well, how could I? If I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay for, I have to rob Peter to pay to what's the thing? I have to just.
Do you see this illogical conversation right here? So you're telling me you can't submit to a man if he doesn't pay for everything? So you can't respect your man and listen to your man if he's not paying for everything?
How am I supposed to focus? Okay, this is the whole thing. Like, I'm not gonna say that it's bad because it may not be the best thing. But why would I align myself with a man that does not see himself fully providing for me? Why would I want to lay on my back and cook and clean and shut up and let him lead me, and he doesn't want to fully take care of me? But then there's always going to be options.
So you've never submitted to a man then?
I have.
He paid for everything?
Absolutely. Every man that I've been with has always paid for everything.
You got a man now?
Not right now, no.
Why not?
Because I live in Miami, and I told myself I wanted to be single and learn how to properly love myself and focus on being alone for a little bit.
Tell me what happened in your last relationship. Why y'all not together?
It was a great relationship. I feel like finances became an issue. Like he didn't do so well financially.
Oh, listen, y'all hear that? Read in between the lines.
No, but he still was a great guy.
Whoa. I hear you. But I'm just saying, read in between the lines. When the financial trouble started with him is when you said, you know what, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship.
Well, he for me specifically, I felt like instead of him relying on working with me to make money when it was starting to get low,
Yeah.
he chose to use his friends. And that wasn't a
You
team
see
player
what
to me.
happens when your bag get low. And this is why
No,
I say this. Let me tell you something. Let me
Yeah.
give you my perspective. I tell dudes this, right? The reason I'm not going to do anything for a woman for a long period of time is so I know if she like me or do.
None of that shit work, nigga. Some bitches know how to play the long game, nigga. Yes, she is, King Picks. King Picks. Stop it, King's Picks. King Picks. She's pretty enough to get her bills paid. Why you acting like men are monoliths? One man's trash, another man's treasure, nigga. There's a guy out there that thinks she's a bad bitch. She's attractive. I mean, I give her like I can't really see her face up close. I maybe see her, some different clothes. But she's attractive. And there are niggas who are unattractive who want this attractive and think she's a bad bitch. And as well, now, granted, her problem is trying to have a relationship and him pay for the bills is just not going to work. Because guys who she really wants, who she really likes, most likely ain't got the bag. So then she's going to stop liking him. It depends on what guy. It depends on what guy gets her. Like if Diddy pulls up, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You never know, She get lucky in her. She's talking enough to get somebody, but once again, she's dated she looks like the type that dated, maybe he might have been an athlete, might have been young, still trying to find his way, and she thought, it could work out, but then she felt she needed to do better, so she got rid of him. these money, it holds a lot of weight in all these relationships.
She like my money. Because a lot of people, they get married or they get in a relationship, and as soon as they fall off, the woman is no longer happy because they didn't really like you. They like the lifestyle. If I want a woman to like me, I can't provide a huge lifestyle for her because she might fall in love with the lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, if you leave with
Come on, Goldie, you putting up in Rolls Royces. You dead, Goldie, you dead man walking. This nigga talking about, oh, I don't want to do nothing for nobody for a long time, but he's going to have her picked up in a double R. This nigga got a hell of a crib. Yo, you dead man walking. Let me tell you something, gentlemen. Facts, Ignorant TV. The more you got, the more money you got, the more that bitch gonna be a thought. And the less you got, the less you ain't gonna be able to keep her for long. But the more you got, she's coming in just for the money. There's no way you can hide riches, especially if you got a lot of money. There's no way you can hide that shit. This nigga Goldie got a double R. This nigga, the beginning of the show, this nigga's putting up in the Rolls Royce. You dead man walking. There's no woman, Goldie, that you're going to get that's not going to be corrupted. What are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to wait 2 years before I buy her a meal? Nigga, please. You got women, especially white women and Asian women, they'll play the long game on your ass. Okay, you want to wait out? Nigga, we'll wait out. But, you know, you're not going to get no top earning woman with money already. She's not even going to look at you talking about you ain't going to pay nothing for a while. She's, let's look at the 1240. Let's look at his lifestyle. Let's look at Goldie's lifestyle. Let's see here. Now, I'll show y'all another thing. Let me go back to this. I'll go back. This nigga got a Rolls Royce. This nigga balling.
for me and she sticks around, then I know she here for me. These dudes, they leave with their money. And just like you, when he was getting all funny with the money,
But
he was
he
gone.
didn't have money when he got with me.
So then what was the issue?
I believed in it at first.
What'd you say, Ignorant TV? Hoes will wait 5 years. You ain't lying, Ignorant TV. Them hoes will wait. They'll wait 5 years. Now, they wait. But what they'll do is, if somebody got what you got or more, scoop them up. They're out of there. So you're there, wait until the next nigga who got more, the same or more as you come along.
First, it was working and it made sense. We had a really good understanding. There were some things we had to work out, and it was still a new relationship. It wasn't that long. It was only like 1.5 years. But in reality, if he would have chose me as his team player to invest his money with,
Yeah.
instead of trying to
What were you doing?
outskirt, I was doing the same things I've always been doing: real estate, which I have a lot of experience in,
Yeah.
and I was acting and modeling still. So he could have done something with that.
So you wanted him to invest in
He
your
could have poured into balance, like the things that he did with his friends, he should have done with me, and we would have still been together. Instead, he tried to blame me for the reason he wasn't successful.
real quick. Yeah, I don't agree with a man blaming a woman for anything. But real quick, you know what's funny to me? It seems like strippers, ex-hoes, ex-OnlyFans always become realtors, real estate
Yes.
agents.
Yeah.
Why is this? What is this?
I don't
thing?
know. I
You think
mean,
it's because it's easy because you're a woman and so dudes will damn near buy a house just because they think you cute?
no, I don't. I haven't sold a house yet.
How long you been doing real estate? So
I've been doing real estate
wait.
But there's different ways to make money in real estate without selling a home.
Give me a minute. Give me a
Okay.
minute. So you wanted that man to invest
He didn't
in
buy
your,
a house.
in your real estate venture,
No.
and you ain't even sold a house yet.
I
Why would
wanted
he
him
invest?
to invest. First of all, if I have a license and you buy a property and I'm dating you, and I make a commission, wouldn't that be your commission?
No,
You're
what-
getting that back on the
what-
property.
what-
Come on, bro. You live with the person.
Listen, hold
if
on,
he's
hold on.
buying
Listen,
a property
listen.
with you, you're making
Listen.
commission.
Listen, why would I buy a house, pay taxes, pay closing costs, so you can get a percentage when if you're with me, we could just have this money? Why would I do that?
Because you need to make investments, and it wasn't he didn't buy a property. I was telling him to do. There's a whole bunch of ways you can make money in real estate. It doesn't always have to be buying a home. People always think that that's the case, but that's really not the case. In reality, it's more of he could have done a lot of things with me. Like we could have figured it out together, because that's what we were doing. We were
You
figuring it out
just
together.
tell me everything
And
about you.
he chose to use his friends as his money team instead of his
Let
woman.
me ask y'all and send in some questions. Rate her her agreeableness 1 to 10. Your agreeableness, like, and you know what? You got this nice, cute look to you, but your whole personality is just like a problem. Even when we was at this place, I'm like, you are a problem.
Yeah, I'm a problem child.
That's probably why you're single right now.
Never. I could call right now, guys, asking me if I would like to go on a date.
I mean, I get it.
I choose to be single.
I get it. But you don't think that you're like, could be a little bit more agreeable in your personality?
Pardon?
Do you think you could be a little bit more agreeable in your personality?
Nigga, what are you talking about, nigga? She's a gold digger, nigga. You heard her, she said it's about her. The fuck?
So I think I could be more agreeable.
Yes. Less rowdy with your energy. Less
For sure.
man
I mean, I'm
gotta
not
pay
perfect.
this and pay that.
Oh no, I'm not changing on that.
Oh,
No,
you
no,
ain't
no.
changing. You ain't changing.
A
on
man's
that.
always going to be a provider and a protector for me. That's just what I'm looking for.
So you would take a man who's a provider over a man that you actually like? If it would let me ask you, a man who's providing everything versus a man you have a genuine connection with, you vibe, it's your soulmate. It feels like
too much of a liability.
Ooh, y'all hear this?
Yeah.
Do y'all hear this?
It's a liability.
It's
I might date the guy that I like, but if I have to choose between who's going to be able to be the better candidate, I would choose the man that's providing.
I love.
So what she's saying is she'll fuck a nigga who's broke just because she wants to get fucked. But to wife her or get a long-standing relationship with extraordinary commitment, the nigga needs to be a baller or elite financial. I don't know why Goldie is having this conversation. Nigga, when you know men intrinsic value, 80% of our value comes from our economic success. Why are you having a conversation with her when she's doing what the all women think, unless they're on drugs? Unless their family's very wealthy, they got a lot of money, then they might not be as, forward in their approach. But if they're coming from a poor background or a very average background, these women looking for men who to settle down with and commit long-term commitments, that nigga needs to be economically efficient to her standards. Let me make that clear, to her standards. Now, like she said, dating is another word for she'll fuck a nigga who she think is cute, think is a good-looking guy. She give him some pussy. She give him some coochie. But now, if he wants to, meet his parents, meet her parents, start a relationship, talk about future kids, shit, nigga, you better stop. She'll get you up out of there.
Love that you said that, because I try to tell these dudes all the time, like, the woman that you're with right now, she don't really like you. It's just that you're beneficial.
Well, love, I feel like is different. Like dating, I don't know.
Women marry men all the time that they don't really like, but it's like he would be a good provider for me and my family.
And a good
but
husband.
they don't really like him. And they go cheat with the pool boy and the dude that they
Wrong, Goldie. Wrong. Wrong, Goldie. Wrong. Even if they really like you, they can really like you and still cheat on you, nigga. The fuck? You could be everything. They could like you, really, you check off the boxes. Don't mean she ain't gonna want no extra piece of pie sometime. Just like a woman could be a bad bitch, don't mean a nigga ain't gonna fuck another bitch on her.
They do like
No, I
in
feel
due
like-
time. In due time,
Nah.
this dude that you don't really like but's providing everything. In due time, in a 5, 10, 15-year relationship, in due time, you're gonna go want to have fun with that guy that you actually like, and you're gonna do it. Look at you
Me
smiling.
personally,
Look.
no, listen, I'm gonna say
Go
me
ahead.
personally, I have chose to like I've dated really good men, and I feel like even the ones that I was like super in love with, it's very lustful. I feel like that liking feeling is a very lusted thing,
Yeah.
and I feel like the real relationship is built with investment of into each other. Like if I'm pouring all of my energy into you and you're pouring all your energy into me, I'm obviously going to have enough in my head that I do love this person. So it's like when someone does like the cheating thing, like where they're just sleeping with other people, most of the time they're not fulfilled within themselves. It has nothing to do with the financials of it.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that a man being a provider and a protector should be a man's first goal overall. First,
And see, this is the problem. What is women telling a man what a man's supposed to do? How would you know? And this is the problem. Men are accepting this. Men are trying to acquiesce to this. Men are trying to fulfill all her needs. He's trying to make sure he's the man she wants him to be, not the man he wants to be. And nigga, this is a loss, nigga. That's an L. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're taking a major L.
and
The
second,
first goal of a man should be to be a provider and protector.
and protector to the woman that he's choosing to be with. Now, if you're going to be with 4 women at a time, you can't do that for everybody. Maybe you can.
Why not? If you got the money to do
You
it.
can't do it the right way all the time. Like it would be half. Somebody's getting the bad end of the stick.
So you never deal with a man who had multiple women?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I just require a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if he was like you said, you want a man that provides? What if he provided your car, your house, your this, your that? Would you allow him
my
to
love language? One of my love languages is quality time. So if I wasn't getting all of his quality time, then I wouldn't be.
But a high value man don't have a lot of time.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Okay, a high value man.
You don't
who
have
has,
to be in somebody's space 24/7, but like majority of that 12 hours of the nighttime would be with me when you're off work. You know, I need a. That's how it's gonna be.
Let me ask you a question.
What's about it?
Rate yourself 1 to 10.
Overall,
Looks, just looks.
just looks.
Yeah.
I'd give myself a 9.
Give yourself a 9.
Yeah.
Rate yourself 1 to 10. Personality, looks, everything combined.
I give myself an 8.5.
Why you drop from a 9 to an 8.5 when it comes to who
I'm
you
just
are?
kidding. I look at myself as a 10. I always look at myself at a 10, but I do know I need work in a lot of different aspects. I
Like
don't
what?
think I'm
What?
perfect. I think I'm
Let's-
pretty close to it.
Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you need work?
I have a mouthpiece. You know, I can say a lot. I talk too much sometimes. Sometimes I need to learn to shut up.
You know, and that's why you should do podcasts and start your own podcast, because
I
you
am.
do talk a lot, and that's good for that.
Right.
You got the
So I can
best
just talk.
personality for that.
Right? I agree.
But you got the worst personality for a man, because like
No.
nobody wants. I could look at you. I'm like, she's a like your man probably be like, shut the, you know,
Up,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
No, they don't.
They love
Because I
it.
know what type of dudes you deal with. I know what type of dudes.
She dealt with a beta. Beta. That's what it is, King Pigs. You can't tell her no different, because you know why, King's Pigs? Her options are through the roof. She got at least 30 niggas waiting to jump in and be Captain Save-A-Ho. So it don't matter what you think, King, and I think King Pigs. And she thinks that's why she thinks she's a 9, a 10, because she knows that she probably got 50 niggas, 100 something. No, she probably got 1,000 some niggas in her DMs. She got about another 600-700 niggas on the street, but she probably friend zone about 4 or 5 guys. She also probably has a roster of guys that maybe 2 guys that she's having sex with. That's what I'm thinking, right? And these guys are paying her bills or whatever. It's the only way it's gonna go.
You deal with. I know the personality type because you was a dancer, so you probably know how to spot out a good mark. So your boyfriend is probably like you pick a good mark that you could do what you want, when you want, say what you want. But let me ask you a question.
Not true.
No, I don't believe you deal with dominant men who
I
won't tell you what to do.
absolutely dominant men.
Do you?
I like.
You just
overly-
told me your dude couldn't tell you. He has no say if
Do
I
you
go
know
to the
how
club.
hard it is to get a man? Like, that's kind of something I take pride in, is because I have such masculine men, and I say no.
And she gets some masculine men because she can butt break them. See, that's what niggas don't understand. Women look, that's what they don't want, the good guy or the nice guy. They want a challenge. They want somebody they can break down. Oh, he masculine. I'm going to make him worship this coochie. She wants to break your ass down. Submit you to her. That's how these women move out here. And y'all get, and us men, we get it backwards. Oh, she fucking with me. I'm him. She following my lead. No. She's looking to dominate you, nigga. Any woman who is a dancer or does any type of sex work is off the table. Why you say that, King Spick? Let's not, King Spick, let's me and you have this conversation. Why do you make this comment? And I'm gonna have to bring King Spick up to speed. Why do you make this statement, King Spicks? Give me some context to that. Why are they off the table? Because I'm not a clown. Explain that's kind of shallow. Give us something. Give us some real shit. You want to hit the like? Let me make sure. If you want to hit the link, come up and talk about it. But I want to hear. I really want to hear what you have to say. Let me make sure. Let me make sure this. Just in case you want to hit the link, I don't know. I know. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Still up there. If y'all, I'm just saying, I want to have the conversation. I want to hear, because I'm going to take niggas to school today. Ruthless Truth is going to get the Ruthless Warriors right? I'm going to have y'all ready for war. So what? That's not really, let me say, okay, so here we go. A woman who does sex work is going to treat every interaction like it has to be paid for more than the average woman. No, that's not true. So let me help you out, King Spick. Any woman that's dealing with you, average or not, she's looking to use you. And she's just going to cost you long term. She's going to play the long game. But she's looking for a provider. Now, unless you are King Spick or a house husband, you're looking to be a house husband, then good luck with that. But if you King Spick sound, you saying King Spick, your name is King at King's Picks, right? So you definitely a king. So you're not trying to be no house husband. Every woman that you come across, she's going to be a gold digger. She's going to be a gold digger. You can't, whether she's a sex worker or she's an average woman, she's looking for the same thing. This is what you guys, King Spick, follow me on this, King Spick. Women universally want the same thing ultimately. That's why the divorce rate is 75 to 80%. And if she's educated, that means not a sex worker, grad college, all that shit, she is 90% to divorce you. Women with careers will divorce you more than women with not careers. So see, you get it. You got to stick with me, Kingsman. It's not about whether she's every woman looks for transactional from a man, and women who make high money high earners, they want to marry somebody equal in earning or higher. This is the way women look at men. They only look at us to take. They're not looking, ain't no woman out here, unless none. And there's a few women, let me take that back. There are a few women, you're going to be a house husband, nigga. That's I mean, if you don't, if you just, yes, baby, no, baby, yes, honey, no, honey, happy wife, happy life, then hey, I mean, that's how you got to move. I don't think that's a winning proposition. But in my opinion, King's Picks, any woman you get, she's going to use you. You trick money or you trick that dick, nigga. Which one? Take a pick, nigga.
No, you're not telling me a fuck thing. I don't listen. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
You tell that to your man.
Yeah.
So how is he a dominant man? If
And
he allows you to
if
do
he
that.
if you can make me, you can make me. If you can't, you can't. That's up to you. But a man has made me. I'm not going to sit here and say the reason I was in the club and then not in the club. A man took me out that club, and that last bag he walked in there. He said, "You're not coming here no more," and I never went back.
And you're saying that's a dominant man.
They
'cause
were
he-
all dominant.
Because he put a cape on and said, "Let me take her out the club."
He just was. I'm not watching this no
What
more.
happened with that situation?
I messed that one up. That was me.
How you messed it up?
I can't remember. I did something
Oh,
bad.
you can't remember how you.
I had
messed up.
did something I thought would be good for my acting career. It actually now is paying off, but at that time, it was either that relationship or my career, and I put my career first.
Who do you think is the prize in a relationship, the man or the woman, or it just depends on who we talking about?
Ooh, okay. I think that it is the type of woman that you can have. I think your woman is the prize, but I do think in some cases men can be the prize.
Expound
Okay.
on that.
So like when you have a high quality woman that understands that she can move in any environment, she knows how to turn a switch off, turn it off. I think those are really the prize women. Even though they're a little bit more hard to deal with, I think it's more of a prize when you have a woman that is hard to tame, but when you have her tamed, she's usually the best
But
woman.
don't you feel like a relationship is always better when the woman feels like her man is the prize? If the man feels like the woman is the prize, he gonna chase her. She not really gonna respect him. But if the woman thinks the man is the prize, the relationship gonna be right. It ain't never right when the woman feels like she more valuable than the man because she always giving him a problem.
I think a man should always love you more than you love him. When a man really, really loves you.
You know what? Because I know you was a dancer. I know your friends. The game that you have is a game.
And I know your friends.
Listen, the game that you have, I get it, but I get why you saying it too. Like, no.
Yes. And it's so funny that you said that because that's the truth. That's
No,
what it
no,
is.
no,
A man
no.
should always love his woman more than you love him. Those are the higher.
When a woman loves the man more, things are in order. When the man loves the woman more, she out of bounds, she out of pocket,
Everything's in order.
and everything is messed up. Because when a man is in power, he wields his power fairly. So if the woman likes him a lot, he's still going to be fair. When the man likes the woman too much, she acting a ass all the time because she knows she can't. And listen, we can't even talk about that. Go ahead though. Go ahead.
And I think those are the better women though. Like at the end of the day, the women that do act an ass
let me tell you-
leave a better imprint. Like you always think of them. Like anything that somebody does.
Listen. Let me tell you what happens. Right, you women want to get the man that love you more that you don't really love that much, which means he a little bit beneath you, which means he can't tell you nothing, which means you don't have that much respect for him. And let me tell you what
That's
happens.
not true.
Just
Respect
hear me
is
out.
earned.
Just hear me out. Just hear me out. When you deal with a man that you can talk to, however, when you deal with a man who likes you too much, he's not going to tell you the truth. He's not going to correct you the way he should. He's not going to direct you how you should.
Because the only way it's going to last, if he keep his mouth shut. But a man who tries to correct you, she's going to leave him.
So women get with the trick because he paying for everything, but he's not gonna direct her. He's not gonna tell her about herself. So her character deteriorates. Whether if she was with a man who had to make her stand up to some shit, he gonna tell her about herself because he ain't scared to lose her. He gonna tell her this, tell her that, correct her here, correct her there. Women get with these dudes who are suckers. Don't teach them nothing, don't tell them nothing. And in due time, you see them deteriorate because nobody's telling them nothing because they wanted to get the easy man, not the man that they had to stand up to some shit to. And I've seen it 1,000 times. Do you agree?
I don't feel like you should have to have a man that's telling you no all the time or critiquing you all
I'm
the
not
time to be considered
You don't think
that he's not a trick.
when you grow up, it's better. They say you need a village. It's better to have people telling you this about yourself, telling you that about yourself, correcting you so you can get better. The trick or your boyfriend who likes you too much isn't going to do that because he can't tell you nothing. You're not even going to listen to it. He's too scared to lose. He's not even going to tell you these things. But a man who you like more, who's dominant in himself, he going to tell you everything and you going to get better. But if you don't have that, you get the trick. You're going to get fatter. You're going to get uglier. You're going to get worse because he's not going to correct you. You get what I'm saying? Have you ever seen that before?
I mean, no, not really.
All right. Okay.
Not really.
We
I haven't
listen.
seen
We
that.
gonna switch gears. We gonna switch gears.
I can see that. I feel like having a man that does whatever you say is the best ideal situation. If you have a man that can literally do whatever you think, if you just ask for, if I could say, baby, can I have $40,000 right now, and he gives it to me, I'm so happy.
But how though? Because
If he says I can go to on trips with my friends when I want to go.
What you're
I'm gonna
saying
go.
right now is likened to a spoiled child, and how does a spoiled child grow up to be a degenerate? That is most
No.
the type of women that you're saying that they just want to have a man to do anything. They're the worst type of women because they have no character. They were never developed because they get whatever they want. It's like a spoiled child. You don't think so?
I hear you. That's valid. I could see definitely
All
being
right, see, we
spoiled
getting
child
somewhere.
children
We
syndrome.
we getting somewhere. All right, hold on.
That's valid. That's a good one.
I got a question.
Okay.
See, look, you agree with
It's a
me on
good
one
one.
thing. I'm getting through to her. See, this is a therapy
balance.
session for you. Tell me this. Give us some game. What do most? Because these dudes have no idea who women are.
Yeah.
They don't know y'all true nature. I say it all the time. Women want to have sex more than men. Women are more freaky, more nasty than men. But men think that y'all don't really want to have sex as much as we do. What do you think about that? I feel like you about to lie.
I'm not about to lie. I'm gonna
Keep
say
it
I'm
real.
really not freaky.
I didn't say you.
I'm just gonna say.
All right. I
okay,
didn't
yeah.
say you. I'm saying you know women.
Yeah.
So in
I
general,
feel like for women, it's more of like a comfortability thing. Like if I'm saving a lot of things that I want to do for my husband because like that's something I take pride in. But I think in
so
reality,
you telling me you ain't never had a one night stand?
I've had a one night stand.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
So just like a man.
of
and-
course.
and-
No, men do it a lot more like.
So you don't have
normalized.
friends who go out to the club and meet a man?
Nope.
You've never had a friend be like, I just want to fuck this dude. I don't care about. I don't want to be a boyfriend. I just want to have sex with him.
Not in that nature, no. None of my friends have just been like, I'm gonna go out and sleep with this man one time.
Okay. All right. I gotta just accept it. That's what you said. Then all right, we're gonna move past that. But
Nobody's ever
give these
said
dudes,
that to
give these
me.
dudes some game. You was in a strip club. What do these dudes not know about women that they should know? What are they oblivious to? Can
I
you
feel
put
like
them
rule
up on
number
that?
one is happy wife, happy life. Like
Oh,
people
my
think that
goodness.
that's
Wrong.
a joke,
Listen, don't listen to
but that's
that.
how you get a woman to really like. People always like the mindset.
Women don't even respect a man.
That's not true. It's how you're doing it. If you're still, you can still spoil your woman and teach her game. You can still teach her hustle and still have her be spoiled. There should be a thought in a woman's mind that there's no other man that I would see myself with because my man does so much for me that I couldn't even fathom losing this person in my life. It's not just about financials. Like you make it very like it has to be about how much money. But a man making some people like even athletes like
All right,
they're
so
not
let me ask
making-
you a question. So the dude who took you out to strip club,
Yes.
that was happy wife, happy life. I'm gonna do for this woman.
Yeah.
And you still went out your way to do something he didn't want you to do.
Well, so
Did you or
no,
did
it
you
wasn't- He just like I said, there's control before
So
marriage.
he took you. All I'm saying
he
is
did.
this
Yes, he
man
did.
took you out the strip club. Right? You dancing on these weirdos all night. and he took
I didn't
you out.
dance on no weirdos.
Okay. He took you out the strip club. He said, you know what? I am going to put my cape on and save this woman.
Me out that club.
And you still didn't respect him enough to not do what he asked you not to do and take that opportunity. You see? So that's why.
Do you have kids? And if you had something, with your opinion on relationships? No, I have kids. I got a daughter, she's 15. Now I was still never married one of these heifers. These women aren't marriageable. I just don't think they're marriageable. I just don't think women are good partners. I think they're bad partners. I think they're bad relationship people. I think women excel in just being 3 or 4s. I think they digress once you make them wives or long-term relationships. That's what I think, King Picks. I think women are more valuable and thrive better when they have less responsibility. I just don't think women are capable of sustaining a healthy relationship or marriage for that most part. I just don't think they have the ability. I really don't. And men, we try to force fit this shit, but keep it real. Most men who are married long term, they're happy wife and a happy life in it. There's no other way. Because why? Women are quitters. Women are quitters. They will quit on you ASAP. Got 800,000 times a year. King's Pick. If women are divorcing 800,000 times a year, how are you going to argue with that motherfucking stack? 800,000 times a year. It's only about 1 million marriages a year, maybe more than that. Let's say in America, it's probably, we'll say in America, they're probably, I don't know, I have to look it up. But an 800,000 time divorce year, and we ain't even talking about the countless of broken relationships. So for me, Ruthless, I've seen the best women has to offer. And the best thing a woman has to offer is sex and arm candy and childbearing. You know, she have the kids. That's it. They're not good communicators. They're not consistent communicators. They're not great lovers. They're not consistent lovers. They're not romantic. They're not good followers. Right? They're not good followers. They don't take directions well. Believe me, I've had some long-term relationships. Women don't follow directions. You can give it to them black and motherfucking white. And then you'll have to have the conversation. Why didn't you listen? Oh, well, I thought. Women are not good relationship people. They're not. A lot of that loot, I believe they're easily influenced. I believe they have a lot of internal conflict. They have a lot of imbalance. A lot of them more impulsive. A lot of them have egos. All of them are selfish, self-centered. I guess that's one of the same word. Selfish, self-centered, that's the same word. I didn't want to make the list long, King Picks. Made the list a little longer. But selfish, and self-centered is the same word. But once again, I don't think a woman is marriage material at all, not even a little bit. I don't even think they're good relationship people. I think women excel in situationships. That's where they're the best at. The least expectations they have, the better they perform. Women suck at relationships. Period. A lot of relationships last, King's Picks, because men go into duty. A lot of men just let her have her way. Long as she ain't giving that coochie away. Yeah. A lot of men, because they, long as they're not getting cheated on, they're going to let her do pretty much what she want to do. And this is just the way it's going. Because why? Women think they have too many options. Plus, there's no consequences for their actions. And if she does wrong, niggas gonna blame the man. Women are gonna blame the men. So getting married to one of these women right now is the worst move you can make. It's the worst move you can make. And I have a daughter and a son. And I understand that ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Why you don't do it? Because you could do everything right. A woman gonna do what she want to do.
I was very young. That's I
that's
think,
not
like
the
I said,
point.
chapters come into play. You're not thinking about it because at 20 years old, 19, 20, how am I supposed
19,
to
20,
know?
30.
No,
This man,
I was dancing
this
at
man
19.
took you out the strip club,
Yeah.
and you had so little respect for him. Still, that when he said not to do something, you still did it.
I chose my career over playing house.
Whoa! Your career was stripping before he took you out of
It
there.
was not. No, it was not. That was just a part-time gig on
But-
2 days a week for 2
Okay.
hours. That was 2 days a
just-
week, 2 hours at 19.
All
And I learned the most game ever. I know
give
how
us
to
some
work
game. That's
my
what I'm
way.
asking. Give us some
Boom.
game. Give us some game.
That's what I said. Happy
No,
wife,
that
happy
ain't
life.
no,
That's one.
that don't work. But give us something else. Give us.
I feel like less is more. Like I feel like in the club, if I was there all the time.
Not game for you. Game for a man.
For a man.
How does a man know when a woman is finessing him? When a woman really likes him or doesn't really like him? How can a man tell if a woman is using him or actually likes him? I'm gonna tell you my test, but you go ahead.
If I really like a guy, it's really like whatever.
He ain't got to pay no money, huh?
Nah.
See,
not for real.
listen, I say that all the time, man. Listen, if a woman like you, you ain't got to spend nothing but your time with her.
It's just quality time.
But
That's
if you,
definitely a thing.
I say it all the time. If she don't like you, if she see you like this, then to make up for it, you got to bring the money and bring the time.
Yeah, but I still make them pay for everything.
I get what you're saying,
I
but let's
still make
get back to the.
See, Goldie, he's trying to fit a shoe in a different shoebox. She still said, I'm going to make them pay for everything. Bingo, nigga. Yeah, he don't have to pay, but she's still going to make him pay for everything. Make him pay. Come on, man. Women are users. If she like you, she like using you. She might not like using him. She want to use you. That's the way the game goes, nigga. Men are delusional. Goldie's delusional here because Goldie's under the impression that if she really rocks with you, and I hear a lot of men say this, if she really rock with you, you ain't got to spend no money. Nigga, you pay now or pay later, nigga. Take your pick, nigga. You either pay up front or you going to pay later. But eventually she's going to expect you to pay, nigga. I don't get it.
First point though, if you really like him, y'all could be the park.
Yeah.
He don't gotta take
anywhere
you to
in the
the
car.
restaurant. He ain't gotta take you 5-star
Well, not-
Tulum on the weekends.
Yeah.
And
There's only so many chips at the park, nigga. How many times you gonna take her to the park? How many times you gonna take her to the park? 10, 12, 15, 20? She's gonna ask you, so where you taking me next week? To the park again. We're going to the park again. So where we going to next week? We're going to the park again. So you're gonna take her to the park for the first 6 months to see if she rock with you?
Nah,
see, look at her. Look how
No.
she's smiling. She thinking about dude she like right now.
I'm not. I don't even. I don't even
See?
know that.
You
But
see?
I still require like a lot of things to be taken care of. I'm not just like, oh, I need to be at the Chanel store.
So
you know?
if a woman is asking for too much from a man, is it safe to say that she don't really like him?
No, it depends on how long or how you were dealing with that woman, because I think a lot of people like deal with a lot of stuff, and then that's why they get a lot of the extras. Like there's like inconsistencies within the relationship.
Yeah.
But I feel like a certain level of income, like I think if you do have a woman or like a real woman that's your girl, she should have an allowance that should be able to cover her expenses so that she can relax.
So what's
and
the woman?
focus.
What's the woman doing for me? She can't. She got to earn.
Cook,
that.
clean, massage
Let me ask you a
take care of
question.
your
Let me ask you a
clothes.
question. How much do you think it costs for
It's
me
a cleaning lady.
to get a cleaning lady, to get meal preps every week, to get a masseuse to come in 4
Like
times a week?
7,000.
You don't pay for nothing, obviously. You don't
Like
know what
7,000?
women don't know what nothing costs. That's just how it is.
I don't.
I be out
I
with
just-
women.
just one.
Sometimes they'll see the bill and they like, oh my goodness. I'll be like, for two, 3 drinks, sometimes it's $200.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know how much stuff costs. So you just know it's not that expensive. Meal preps, weekly cleaning, and a masseuse, that's like $700 a week. That's no money. Why
And
would
then
I?
the prostitute that you have to pay on the side.
I
that
mean,
you're
if you,
sleeping with.
if you have to pay a prostitute,
Most of the
unless
time
you're a
you do.
good-looking guy, then you could just have sex. I mean, we in Miami, women
Yeah,
is doing
facts.
the most. But okay, even still, prostitute, $300 to $500,
$500,
$300 to $500.
$5.
Okay, so we talking about $1,000 a week. Why would I
That's
give
not
you?
$1,000 a week. That's like $4,000 to $5,000 a week.
How? Where do we get this number from?
Meal preps for a week of food
$250.
for two meals a day.
I get
$250
meal preps
a week
Yes,
for every
week.
3 days.
Every week it's $250. Okay,
How many
that's
meals
on
you get?
I get bulk ground turkey, grilled chicken, steak, and
I'm not talking to you 'cause
that's
you do it.
but it's low, so I could say okay, let's say $350, let's say $400, round it up.
$400 a week.
Cleaning a week, I only pay
My cleaning lady's
$250.
$250.
Mine's $250. Let's
Okay.
say $300. Okay.
Okay,
Where we at?
what's it?
$700.
$700.
A massage
Massage.
once a week. What's that? $300
Mhm.
max. So we at 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so where were you getting 4 or
And then
5,000
the prostitute, 1,500. 500. We're gonna get
No,
our
no, no.
max.
Yeah,
500.
500. Come on.
1,500 a week. 15
Okay,
times 4.
1,500 a week. So I should give you the
That.
money. You're not going to be able to cook that good.
Who says that?
Okay, you're not going to be able to give me a massage that good because you're not a professional masseuse. You get what I'm saying?
It don't even really be about
And
that.
then I get variety if I get a prostitute. I gotta have the same pussy every week. So it's actually, so why would I pay you? I'm just saying, why would I pay you?
Because it puts it, it's not
She is
for,
streamlining the situation, the convenience. Is that what you're saying?
it's just for
And now I gotta
your
hear
woman.
your mouth.
Yeah.
Now I can't do what I want to do. Now you need time for
It's
me.
just to decide. That's why the man has to love the woman more.
This is why Ruthless is anti long-term investments. You see this shit? She's gonna charge the same thing a prostitute would charge. But you gotta deal with that stupid ass mouth. You gotta deal with all her baggage. Then she's gonna want to tell you what to do. Then she's gonna have question everything you do. Then when you're out too long, she's gonna know why you gone so long, who you fucking, why you ain't hear me. Then she's gonna require so much attention. Then she's gonna know why you ain't giving her enough attention. Then she's gonna want to know why y'all ain't spending enough time. When you can just get you a prostitute, bada bing, bada bing. And you can have variety. And they ain't gonna ask you no questions. They don't have no questions for you. I'm gonna do a show on that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna end this show. Thank y'all for coming. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. But I'm here to tell you, man, married men, live your best life.